Hello everybody, we are coming to the end of our cruise on the Pacific Encounter, and there are a few things that we noticed, observed during the course of our cruise that we thought might be useful to pass on to you. These are not criticisms in any way, these are merely our observations. Hopefully you'll find them useful.
First off, they have added plant-based options on the restaurant menus, which is excellent. But the options, it's not so much that they're limited, but you cannot. I don't think a single time have I been able to make a three-course meal out of it. So you either get a plant-based starter, and then no main course or no dessert, or a plant-based dessert and none of the others.
These are in the served restaurants, not in the pantry. Of course, you can make it whatever you want in the pantry.
Can fill your boots in the pantry.
Actually, while we're still talking about food as well, the menus change in all the restaurants. Again, served restaurants. The menus change twice during the course of a week. So check that out, because
it's not alternatively, so they'll have them for 3 days and then 3 days.
Yes, so the menu on the first days, if there's nothing that takes your fancy, check it out later on in the cruise, because it may very well be that the menu has changed. Similarly, if you really fancy something from the menu in the first half of the week, don't rely on it being in the second, because they do change. But it does make for more variety.
Yes, Robert has had his eye on something that he'll have next time, and then next time never came back, so you missed out on some things. There's no coffee or snacks after 11 p.m, and that's disappointed quite a few people. People like to take a nice coffee back. We
are talking about espresso
chocolate.
coffees. Yeah, we're talking about espresso coffees here. The coffee machines are available in the pantry. I'm not sure whether they're elsewhere, but you can get a
like an instant
coffee. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. But your espresso coffees and teas from the coffee shop, the Avalon or Charlie's, they are not available after 11 o'clock. And neither are the little snacky things that you get in the Avalon Cafe either. Although you can still, if you get the munchies after you've been out for a night out, you can still get pizza from Gradi Pronto, and you can still get burgers from Luke's Burgers until I think 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on how busy they are.
You get room service?
Room service is another one. Okay, so room service is available, but not after a certain time. Not sure what time. Check out the times, but it is at a cost. Yeah, it is at a cost. So even if you have an instant coffee delivered, it will cost you. I think that's about $4.
Go get a pizza. It would feed a family of 4 on one pizza for $7.
It certainly would.
Delicious.
So that's room service. Similarly, the bars actually. The bars close after the final activities for the night have finished. So we found that the last one to close around the main decks is the Encounter Hotel, which closes at 12 o'clock after the karaoke. After that time, I think that's potentially the last. Casino may be open later if they're busy enough, but that's down to the discretion of the casino manager. So the only bar open after 12 o'clock really is the Altitude nightclub.
Now this was just a heads up that not so much that you're desperate to get a drink, it's just that when the activity's finished, so if there's an activity on or a band on, say in the lobby, and it finishes at 8 o'clock, you can't get a drink then at 8 o'clock. You have to get up and go to another bar, even though there could be music on. If there's a quiz, so if we've just gone and done a quiz at 5 o'clock in the Black Circus Lounge or whatever it's called, as that's wrapping up, as that finishes, the bar just closes, so you're stuck at that end of the ship, and it's just, if you want a Coke or a coffee or anything, you cannot get that there. You have to go out and find yourself the next bar, and we just found that a little bit annoying sometimes as we were on our way out.
It is. If you know about it, you can work around it. But actually, talking of drinks package as well. Now, here's something that you need to know. If you have a drinks package, you get alcoholic drinks up to, I think it's $18, which covers pretty much most drinks, but there are some cocktails, I got caught out with this, there are some cocktails which are over the $18. Now, if you order a cocktail or any drink that is over the $18, rather than paying the difference, as you do with some other cruise lines, they actually charge you for the full drink. They don't take it off your package, they charge you for the full drink. So be aware of that. I bought a cocktail for $19, didn't know it was $19. But it wasn't just the extra $1 they charged me the whole $19.
It was really annoying that you didn't just pay an extra $1. And on the package, you get your premium drinks anyway. It's not like you get the cheaper version of the drinks on the drinks package, and it's premium otherwise. Yeah, and the same with the non-alcoholic beer.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So on my non-alcoholic package, I can get all the soft drinks and things. I thought non-alcoholic beer would have been included. When we checked our bill, it was quite a significant amount. It had gone up. So the extra that Robert's been charged and the extra I've been charged on the non-alcoholic beer, I'll tell you, it adds up. It adds up very quickly. So that was a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah. Couple of things in the cabin. This is one, especially if you've got kids and you are in a balcony cabin. If you have the door open to the balcony, it's like a wind tunnel coming through. Seriously, if you open the door, your main door into the corridor, when you've got the balcony cabin open,
your kids will lose their fingers.
They're very strong. So shut the balcony door. It helps with the air conditioning anyway. But if you shut your balcony door before you open the door, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Oh, you end up smacking it in your face. The other thing was about checking your account. So we have been checking our account, which is why we knew that we had been charged.
While we're on the subject, there's just one more thing on cabin that I want to say. There's a little light by the wardrobe. It's automatic. It's great. When you walk up to it, it comes on. Fantastic. You don't accidentally leave it on at night, because when you go into bed it switches it off, so you don't have to worry about switching the light off. However, you get about 4 seconds of being still before the light goes off. So if you're on the floor rummaging around for your shoes, you have to keep getting up.
If you move, it doesn't go on. You actually have to stand up and waft your hand by it. Yeah. And oh my
Or
word.
if you're rummaging through the wardrobe, because it takes a significant motion to set it off. So that's quite annoying.
You know, when we say sometimes it's those little things that really start to annoy. So one of us will be getting dressed around there, and the next thing you'll just hear bloody light. It just drives us insane.
Yeah, sorry, I just thought while we're talking about cabins, so you can carry on now, wasn't it?
So we were saying about check your account regularly. You can. Sometimes the desk is busy. The main desk. You can go and check your account there, and they will take off anything that's been incorrectly added. And that does seem to be a theme. I think that's on every ship, is that wrong things will be added to your account.
Mistakes can happen. Let's face it, mistakes can happen.
And they will just take them off. But there are stations around the ship. You'll come to get used to where they are, and you can just check yourself online. It's a flat screen, and you just put in your cabin number. It's all touch screen, and you can work it out quite easily. If we get a chance, we'll demonstrate that.
But if you do find something's been added on in error, just go to the reception, go to guest services, they'll sort it out for you.
Yeah, they didn't make any fuss with us.
They did. They were especially helpful when it came to your spa treatment.
Well, there was a separate video on my spa treatment, and I don't. We don't like to put negatives. However,
no, not negative.
It's very expensive, and I did not feel that I got the 5-star treatment actually for the treatment that I got. Very lacking.
Nevertheless.
Anyway. I didn't actually feel that I got the 5-star treatment that I should have got for the price of the treatment that I got. Ugh, terrible sentence. But on top of that, they added a service charge without informing me there was going to be a service charge added on, and it was $45. And
it was a significant service charge.
Yes.
Actually, that's about 5% of. Yeah, your treatment was just short of $900. It was like, just short of. It was $45.
Considering I didn't get any
and they didn't
whatsoever.
They didn't tell us they were going to. When we asked for the cost, they told us the cost, not including the service charge, and it was added on.
No hint of that whatsoever.
Again, go to guest services. They sorted it out. They took it off.
Yes, but when I went back for my follow-up, she mentioned it. She actually had the cheek to mention that the service charge had been taken off, which I thought was a bit rude. Anyway.
Right, what else have we got on our list?
Look out for first day deals.
Oh, yes.
They do have first day deals.
Don't miss out on
these.
They
might not be repeated.
Quite often they're not. So things like
the photograph package?
Photographs ones, particularly, yes. If you buy your photographs,
sorry, I'm just going to get a sip.
And you buy it on the first day, you get like a free USB stick to put your digital copies on. Well, I'm not sure they still do that, but there are other deals around the ship that are first day deals as well, 20% off. I think in the Pandora shop, for example, in the Pandora shop, I think they've got 15% off in the first 24 hours. and a further 10% off. So they may not be repeated. All we're saying is, if you are planning on doing things like buying jewellery, or you are planning on getting some photographs, check out the deals to see whether you're better off buying them in the first 24 or 48 hours before you do that.
So we're all over the place with this advice. However,
You will, but we'll also check on your good times. On the good times, it will tell you about those deals. But it'll also, and here's one to consider as well, the future cruises. If you think you might be going on a future cruise, definitely check out the offers and the options on the destinations. The one at the moment, just to tell you, the one at the moment is you get a reduced deposit, you get extra onboard credit up to, was it up to $400?
$400.
Extra onboard credit on your next cruise up to $400, plus $200 onboard credit for the cruise that you're actually on. Now, if you're thinking you might be doing a cruise in the future, definitely check them out.
Yes.
That's on the back of your good times too.
Yes. And sometimes when you book it, you put your deposit on. If it comes up cheaper in the future, they will still allow you to get that discounted price in the future.
And I think you get
Just
one
check
change. So even if you book an actual specific cruise, I think you can still change it.
Yeah.
But talk to the guys on the destinations on the future cruise desk, because they'll tell you all about it. And they give you written confirmation of it all, so you don't need to worry. You've got written confirmation.
And then one last thing was the disembarkation.
Yeah, very sad. But at the end of everybody's cruise, it's time to go home. The day before. So what is it? Saturday. So we got Thursday. On Thursday, we got back to our cabin. All our details were there for our disembarkation. They give you luggage tags. They give you instructions on where you need to meet and what time you need to meet. And they give you a group. Now,
But we're not in any rush to get
we're
off.
not. We like to have our breakfast. We like to get the most of our
We
cruise.
do, and then we sometimes do a final wrap up. But we're not in any rush to get off. So our time was 7:30.
7:30.
And Robert went and asked for that to be changed to 8:30, 8:45.
I just asked for a later one.
Just a later one. So we can go and have breakfast and just saunter off. Other people, however, have said that on the last day they like to just be off. They just want to go.
I think they do it by deck. So depending on what deck you are, I think that you disembark by deck. So obviously you're going to have a variety of people with different requirements, needs, wants on each deck.
So some people have said to us, "Yep, that's it. We're just going to get off as quickly as possible and go." And then another couple said to us that they're going to take their own cases off. So they don't have to wait for all that, and they're just going to carry their cases off and go in the morning as soon as they can get off. We believe that's okay to do as well.
It is. But the thing is, if you're not happy and you want to change time, go down and see them at the guest services as soon as possible. They will change you if they can. But obviously, once it's all set, then it's all set. So as soon as you get those disembarkation notices, if it doesn't suit you, go and see them at guest services, explain to them that you want to change, and quite often they will change those for you. So have we covered everything off there?
I think we've covered most things. Oh, the other one last little thing was, if you don't like dressing up for some of these, if you don't like dressing up for some of these, theme nights. You don't have to. You don't have to get dressed up.
No.
You can still join in.
I reckon it was probably
parties.
50-50 on this cruise.
I thought it was 50-50.
Yeah, about 50-50. People dressed up and people didn't.
And others just casual, which is fine. But I also noticed there were a lot of people that just did the minimal dressing up and still got into the spirit of it. So just a hat, a pair of braces or something. Just as good.
Just be aware also, sometimes they do serve some little, sometimes they do sell some little things on the ship. So for example, on Gatsby Night, you might find some headbands with the feather in.
Gloves or the feathers.
Some gloves, yeah. But we didn't notice too many. We didn't notice them on here at all. So if you're going to get dressed up, bring your stuff with you. Don't rely on being able to get things from here. So what's this on here? Anyway, I think that is probably.
No.
That's the pillow. Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was something sticky.
Look, I think those are our observations. It's, as I said, it's not an exhaustive list. And if you've been on the Encounter or P&O, or you go on it, or whatever, if you've got something that you need to add or you want to add, put it in the comments below. And if we get enough comments, we'll make a second video, and we'll let everybody else know what your experiences are. So
we did also. We also made a note from our previous cruise to let people know about how easy it is to negotiate around the ship if your mobility is a bit compromised. If you have a wheelchair or one of those little buggies that you push around. And actually, we have seen a fair number of people, and everywhere is very accessible.
Yeah,
it's really easy.
It's complicated, but
you'll get lost. You'll get lost, like with the rest of us. But it's easy to negotiate.
Okay.
Everywhere's got slopes and things.
Yeah. All right.
And nice wide gaps to get through.
Look, the more prepared you are, the better cruise you'll have. But I'm sure you'll have a ball anyway. So, thanks for watching.
Not just a ball. Have a whale of a time.
You will. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit like, usual stuff, subscriptions, notifications, absolutely.
Subscribe.
And whatever you do, whatever ship, whatever cruise line you're going on, just enjoy your cruising. We'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.
Bye.